Welcome back to Ace Attorney. Surprisingly,
we are continuing.
When's the last time we recorded more than one Ace Attorney episode in a day?
Granted, we didn't really have much, extended court scenes, so...
Yeah.
You gotta give that to this case.
That is true.
There was a lot more time for us to just stop.
I think we did, 2 whole sessions where we were, doing multiple Ace Attorney, and then we just dropped it down to 1. Just, during the October Spooky Month funnies. Because in October we were let's play some random horror games. Go back to our random one-off roots. And then we were and then Horror Month ended, and then we were okay.
Nah, this game kills our voice, because by then we'd gone into things like fucking the final case.
Yeah.
I say final, but Manfred Von Karma was fucking killing me.
We jumped back into 3 games, and then we're dropped it down to 2, and then we're dropped it down to 1 now.
No, we had never reached 1 yet.
Yet.
There was that one time where we almost thought of just playing nothing but a Mori literally the entire time.
We probably only got lucky to finish a Mori that day since Chain of Memories lasted so short.
We only did that because we finished the game, but also we only did that because of the fact that we also skipped a ton.
Yeah. Hell. I'm sad. I got it in my first playthrough, and I'm sad I completely forgot about it. There was one scene where Kel buys a 5-year-old orange Joe can from a vending machine and drinks it.
I did see that, yeah. He drinks it, everyone's why?
I am genuinely upset at myself for forgetting about that. But
to be fair, by the time we actually did finish Amori, we were running out of time.
Yeah. And dead.
Honestly, if I knew that the mental stuff would have taken so long, I probably would have just allowed us to continue doing the entirety of one last day and not sped us along.
Yeah. But the mental stuff only lasts an hour. At most. But good thing we had an extra hour of time.
I think we can examine, right?
Probably not.
But we never got to examine the other stuff. Oh wait, she doesn't allow us yet.
Oh, we're supposed to go to the police.
Yeah, we're finally here. Why would they put it at the police department if so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That almost took 30 minutes by taxi. And the traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that?
Oh no. Disturbing, why does it look undulated like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. So he doesn't seem familiar. He does seem familiar somehow.
You can see the handprints on him. Referring to the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone makes me dancing with the Blue Badger. Oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal! What are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
Whoa.
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal.
How? He was thinking that. Talk.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend that suspect in the case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. What if the evidence is faked? for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is the little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana.
Lana. Lana!
But she's... I need a sip.
I know the name Lana explicitly, like, as like a much more common name than you'd think because of Archer, I'm gonna be honest.
She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically! Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's just sensitive issues these days. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked police people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guys in there is our chief of detectives. You're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badge dance down pat. Isn't there anything else I could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Is it Marshall or Marshall?
Marshall.
Okay.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
It's Marshall because a marshal is also another term for a police officer. Well, like a high-up one.
I get it. It's puns, guys. Do you get the puns? Every Ace Attorney character's name is a pun. Well, not everyone, but you get a lot of them. You know how many Ace Attorney puns I've had to encounter?
Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Patrolman, meaning he's not actually a detective. He's,
Detective? Here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show the police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found a detective's card, didn't I?
The reason I said, like, a patrolman is usually the lowest of, like, the police officer, right?
Yeah.
They're the type of people. They're the type of people who aren't even in the cars. They're meant to be out, like, on the street, like, just waiting for crime to happen.
Yeah.
They might have cars, but, like, not often, you know?
They might.
So sometimes they're just meant to be there. Yeah, I think the only rung lower than that is, like, the type of police officer who just, like, controls traffic.
Yeah. Oh, funny story. I tried to get more used to, like, trying to get used to the PS3. So I hooked up my PS4 controller to it, thinking that would fix everything.
It did not?
As it turns out, well, it works fine, but you can't go to the home menu with the PS4 controller.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of annoying. But I don't know. And also the fact that PS3 controllers are kind of hard to charge. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Oh, hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police! People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Maybe Detective Gumshoe must drop his car on.
Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in a trumper? Whoa, now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim!
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Alright, damn. Show her too.
Found Mr. Edwards' car, stabbed Mr. Edwards' alive, huh?
I was about to say, I didn't present the party ticket.
What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean that. I mean, sure, of course, everyone else really did it. Someone else really did it. Somebody must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
car and the knife do seem a little too well organized for it to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened?
First he has to deal with it right.
Probably because he literally lost like
so many
2 cases in a row.
And then he was to defend it.
And then like immediately got framed for murder.
We have to find out a little
twice.
More what's going on with Edgeworth. Oh, that's not the fucking presenter.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of the Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Huh. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Sorry.
Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself!
Ah! Congratulations. I don't believe you one bit.
I actually do. Diligence means to really try really hard. He's not the best, but he very much has persistence. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently, he's shocked.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. You're one of all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Okay, and this doubled onto that.
I mean, try it.
Well, let's do one investigate. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This day, the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked the car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
It just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light.
Let's see. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action!
Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, "Hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy."
That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
Do you mind me asking how you keep that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or do they not have those here?
Or do they not have those at your zoo? The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if there'll be some fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
Well, family wouldn't want to set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those 2 officers right there. They're probably talking about the latest bus.
Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Miss Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point.
I'm wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece!
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so just dance dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops.
A work of art. I like how they put "word of art" in quotation marks. Well, I think
let's show him the Blue Badger first. See what he says. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I don't better than to go blamming about things I don't know about.
No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good.
Good.
Extra dialogue document for something to check my review copy obtainment process. Jeez, this one's just been stuck.
Must be long.
Well, it's just been stuck. It hasn't been doing anything, though.
I think it might be literally recording.
Yeah, or maybe it's paused and this isn't, and it's downloading something else. It's currently on Spider-Man: Edge of Time. Funnily enough, the only Just Dance game on there was Just Dance 2020. And that was the last Just Dance on the Wii. That's how we knew gaming died. Just Dance stopped coming to the Wii. So, this ID card belongs to the victim?
It was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. It was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Oh. Evidence transfer? Well, Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that the chief prosecutor, Sky, called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much.
It's a tough spot again.
Again?
Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent!
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors.
I can see where you got it from.
Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him!
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyways, this latest case started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
Ugh. But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is behind the board on this one. He's doing this for all of us. That's all I know about it. I'm not officially on the case yet now.
Thank you!
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, nobody will look at you twice, pal.
How?
Fucking, it's worked before.
I mean, yeah. Looks like the investigation is still going.
I have to be getting back to the show. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. Oh, sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, it's still here. I assumed one of them was Angel. I was guessing the other's Jake after that.
Oh my god. I thought it was fun. I thought you were like, I thought it was Jake, and then I thought, oh, what if it's Angel? That just sounded funny after you did this Jake voice, and yeah.
Oh, it's still here?
Hello?
Why, surprise look, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard? Prostitution.
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy, and that's lost its herd.
Chief Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Pretty sure there's actually a trophy related to Angel. Ruby on drugs. Check out every lunchbox Angel Star has to offer. There's one you can get it only through a certain dialogue option in the court scene. Okay. Give me your livers. Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn your fan letters to me go around the spittoon.
The letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, what should say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
I think you just misread. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a second. Isn't this a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be a lot to settle, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny, let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded. What are your thoughts on this?
Alright, compadre. Count to 3.
Huh?
You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do it in Texas.
Remind me never to visit Texas.
Weren't you from West LA? The badge? You never showed it to him.
But like... Wrong button.
Let's see your badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. That's not your actual badge. Your badge is the freaking one with the list.
Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight.
Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Oh, now we can investigate. Actually, is there any... Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good man always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a fussy dog there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15.
Yeah, we've established that.
That smile Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Death due to blood loss, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half, 4 p.m.
An hour and a half.
So, that would be 5:30.
Yeah.
Was my sister involved, a victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospect of Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So, There's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one of the reasons why I didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
Well, my sister called the victim here the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot.
So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You called me up? They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
But one of them fancy shoot detectives wait until 2 years ago to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. I'm just showing hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He said I'm a sour cow dog, and I can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs it with that Edgeworth, man.
Edgeworth.
That cow dog's been kicked out of the cow room by order of the chief of police. Just he doesn't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Well, might as well start examining. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the front is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Subordinate. TV tropes.
What a luxury car, and it screams, I have money to burn.
Yeah. Prosecutors get the big bucks. Does that imply Phoenix makes like $2?
He literally doesn't have a car and lives in a small apartment. What does that tell you, my dude?
B block is through here. There. That's where visitors park.
I can see the lunch line car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the new design of the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Wouldn't that be cannibalism?
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. It's like these times in Minecraft where I just eat a pork chop in front of a pig.
These fuckers have elevator doors. We notice. Look at this.
I do. I noticed that.
Fucking rich ass motherfuckers.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job. That's.
Let's point out, she even likes hamburgers.
Oh, hey, there's a cell phone. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim.
Scientific angle.
I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Sure. Right. Let's check it out. I'm not even doing anything. It's a flip phone. Okay, if this is like 2017 at this point, who still uses a flip phone like that?
Japan.
Okay, that's okay. Also, yeah, this game came out. I don't know what this specific
2001. No, the case came out like at least 04 because that's I think when the DS came out. But like,
I know you had to pay for it in the Wii version. Like you had to buy the case separately.
But yeah, like, funnily enough, yeah, no, I think in 2017 they actually were still using flip phones. Japan has this weird love of old tech.
Yeah.
Presumably from a culture that like loves to advance tech, but at the same time hates to actually advance.
Well, people recently found out that Nintendo servers run on Windows 95.
Yeah. If that tells you anything about why their online plays so shit. But like, I think there are some people who actually still use flip phones in Japan.
Probably.
Funnily enough, in Kaguya-sama, right?
Yeah.
That's like an anime that I really like. It's actually already finished through the manga, right?
Mm-hmm.
one of the one of the early on storylines involves Kaguya, one of the main characters, and specifically the main love interest, wanting to get a phone because she wanted to get Miyuki Shirogane, who's the other main character and her main love interest, his phone number.
Yeah.
Also, this is how she found out she liked cameras, which became important very much later on. But she wants to get a phone, so that because he's talking about how they can, he and the rest of the student council talk through a line and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It isn't until later when she does get the phone, she finds out that she has a flip phone and he has a smartphone. To be fair though, that's only because he himself had to get a new phone.
Yeah.
So yes, the comic, the manga straight up just has one of the main characters who's a teenager still own a flip phone until she gets it replaced much later.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, the idea that in 2017 a detective, a police detective in Japan would solve a flip phone makes perfect sense. Especially because this was well before people. This is well back when smartphones seemed like something that would be well into the future.
Yeah.
No one expected smartphones to come out in 2008. Even the smartphones from before 2008, like the BlackBerry and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
That stuff still had keyboards. The iPhone really did change the game.
It did.
Now all phones look like this.
This is why we need to come back to the Windows Phone.
The Windows Phone was even blockier.
I know.
Kevin's phone is the one that you're thinking of, the flip phones.
I know.
I think the funny part is flip phones actually ended up making a resurgence in the 2020s.
The joke is that Windows Phone bombed.
Yeah. But yes, to your answer, yeah, no, a police detective would definitely have a flip phone. Especially because he's a police detective. Those fuckers are... The police are very much like an insular society in Japan where they don't evolve much at all.
Yeah.
Especially because flip phones, since they're older, are much harder to do shit like hacking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it makes perfect sense that he'd have a flip phone. That doesn't change the fact that that's only retroactively it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
In reality, it's because these fuckers didn't think of the idea of smartphones well before everybody else.
Alright.
Back then, this phone would seem like exactly the type of phone they'd have. In fact, if you noticed when it was closed, right? It wasn't just a flip phone. It looked like one of the luxury flip phones.
Yeah.
It was one of the higher end ones. Showing that even though he has ancient tech, it's still one of the better end versions.
Yeah.
This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry! Just, you never know what people from your generation.
Whatever.
She even calls him, who's 24, as how old is Bruce Goodman? You can check.
Can't check right now. Now to see who the owner of this phone probably left.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Shut up.
Wait a minute.
Hey, that's on. I know that. For better or worse.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is it? It was on the ground there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Scott.
What? It's my sister's?
Shocker. But doesn't recognize her own sister's phone. She apparently dropped him when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just right now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh,
Ringtone.
that?
The ringtones.
I'm sorry, that was just my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
I like how he says that like it's blatantly obvious what actually happened right then and there.
Brisbane is not listed.
Wait, maybe it's under his ID.
Death report.
Autopsy? 36. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. A 36-year-old would definitely still have a flip phone in Japan.
Yeah.
Loss of blood from chest wound that caused by... Especially if it's February, like 2017.
Yeah.
What was caused by 4.5-inch knife?
Single step.
Alright, check it again. That's not the only thing I...
No need to push this again.
What's wrong? You look like a dude during finals.
Never mind. It's nothing.
That's not the only thing you can check on that phone.
Yeah, I'm also going to. But yeah.
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Here, check out mine. It's a princess strap. Those are hard to come by, you know.
I see the series is as popular as ever with kids.
I love the fact that Steel Samurai evolved into such a huge phenomenon. Unlike the Blue Badger. The Blue Badger should have stayed dead.
What's wrong with the Blue Badger? I mean, it's stupid, yeah, but I don't get what's wrong with it.
Look up investigations.
No.
I guess we still have more things to examine.
Also, we have an extra talker.
So there's no connection between Detective Gun and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a golden line of evidence against her. And the prospectus tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You're my sister. You're...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gone to me. Maybe it's that dry wind of a blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who?
I'll tell you. Suspicions about Mr. Edward have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimony.
2 years, literally saying. Suspicions about Miles Edward has been going around since basically he started. It's unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. But unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? Those are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
You followed rumors about Edgeworth to their source. You found one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospect in Lawn and Sky.
What, my sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cows by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
Wait, they're saying Edward was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret around here. Somewhere everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edward?
We still haven't exactly finished examining it.
Maybe.
No, I was right.
This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim is sit down and the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's for Nana.
Goodman. 6, 7,
You're right, let's see.
12,
6, 7,
2.
It's 12, 2.
December 12th. 2. December 2nd. There's a name printed.
There's a name. Oh.
There's a name printed on the paper about that, Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not right.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't want to know what this means either.
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yeah?
I know that song on your phone was playing when it rings.
What?
Again. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder,
I think the funny part is.
your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
And you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see.
I find that something funny.
Yeah.
He was able to claim it was him, right?
Yeah.
But as we literally see later on, throughout the franchise, at a certain point, Maya changes his ringtone to that theme, and he never changes it back.
A detective is murdered in the
So that actually is so Emma and him do actually share a ringtone.
A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district.
I forget if it already happened or not.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. How exciting. But this case sucks, so. Well, we're not doing the trial today.
Obviously not.
See you.